Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I? How do you feel about thievery? I see. And I do not disagree on that. Only, when did you last give a beggar a coin? It certainly doesn't happen that often. What's on your mind, friend? Would you like that? I have never been a very good alchemist, to be honest. My mother taught both me and my sister, but my sister was so much more talented than I. You know, since you and I started to travel together, I have discovered something. I'm actually a quite good fighter. Don't you think so too? Thank you. I will try my best to get even better. Anytime.
Well, I'm still waiting for that immaculate helmet you promised me.
Oh, hello there. So you do? That's incredible. I'm really very impressed at your aptitude. Now let me see. Well, it confirmed my suspicion that this armor will help you withstand the harmful energy down in the tunnels. But I'm afraid it won't be enough. You'll need a full set of it. Helm, gauntlets, and boots. If you're going to get down there and really explore. I'm afraid I don't even know where to begin looking. But perhaps Bro will know more about the whereabouts of the other pieces.
Working hard.
Hello there.
Hello, neighbor. Made any exciting new discoveries? Ah, yes, fascinating, isn't it? It seems to be radiating from something deep beneath the city, but I've never been down far enough to see what it is. But if the dwarves were able to access the quarry that appears to be down there, presumably they had a way to protect themselves from it. So perhaps a full suit of dwarven armor would protect you. Not just any old dwarven armor, though. It would have to be in immaculate condition. Ah, yes. Most dwarven armor you see these days is quite badly worn, but this piece is still perfect, after thousands of years. It also seems to have some magical properties. It should protect you from the harmful energy down in the tunnels below the city. It all but killed Brandis when he went down there, but he didn't have a full set. If you can get down there safely, let me know what you discover. Farewell. Come back if you think of any questions.
What can I do for you, my friend? What about him? Why?
Really? Rikas? That's surprising. But now that I think about it, maybe not that surprising. Well, I hope for his sake that one day he can get comfortable with who he is. But for now, thank you for sorting out this mess. You're a big help. Hey, I have something I'd like to give to you. It's not much, considering what you've done for me, but I hope you like it. It's a ring I've been carrying around forever. I think it might have some magical properties. Maybe you can get some use out of it. Well, come on back anytime you like.
Hey, is that armor what I think it is?
What do you want? What about it? Bye. Bye.
There. Come over here. What? That doesn't matter now. I don't have much time. I just need you to listen to me. The others all think I'm mad. Stendar, he plants these images in my head. He shows me secrets. Made me come here. Something terrifying. Deep in the earth beneath the city. Powerful. And evil. I went down into the tunnels to destroy it. But the energy, it seeps into your bones. Please. Please, you must find a way to get down there. And finish what I...
Have I got freckles? I hate freckles.
We can talk, but be quick. Domitus could be back any second. Because he's incredibly nasty when he gets angry, and if he saw us speaking, he'd be furious.
Absolutely. Same as always. Station.
Oh, hello there.
I've been meaning to ask you. Do you think it would break the dwarves' law if
Yes. Whatever you were thinking of doing, yes. If you have to ask whether something will break the dwarves' law, it probably will.
Oh, I bet you're a hit at parties. Speaking of which, will we see you at the tavern tonight?
Absolutely not. Same as always. Goodbye, Rastasia. And please, stay out of trouble. Hello, neighbor. Made any exciting new discoveries? Farewell. Come back if you think of any questions.
Maybe I should lead the way instead? At least I know in which direction to look. with that Dax? What was that? You take my axe. I'm not afraid of you. Fight with that sword.
been waiting for you, Dovahkiin. Of course, to me, your memories are an open tome. To begin with, I know you have taken many lives in cold blood. And And I know you are a brazen thief, compulsively stealing from your own kind, without remorse or restraint. I know the blood of the beast flows in your veins. I also know you have come from the future. And why is that? Is your desire for power so great that you would break even the laws of time for it? It makes no difference. You will not take it from me. You would not be so foolish as to break my law. I mean, my law. I made it because your kind would be incapable of order, of peace, without it. That makes me the Arbiter. I am also the Founder. I discovered this site millennia ago, and the deposit of Ethereum beneath us. I laid the foundations, and I watched my children grow and learn and use the Ethereum to create marvels, technological wonders. But they grew quarrelsome and used their knowledge to create weapons to use against their own kind, and worse, their own father. So I confiscated their weapons and declared my law that each and every one of my children would live in perfect order, or they would not live at all. And here I am, millennia later, still waiting for children worthy of this city. And for my patience, it seems my reward is a visit from you, Dovahkiin. Well, why have you traveled through time to come here? What is it you seek? If only you could read my memories as I read yours. Very well. Ask your questions. You flock here, your kind, like moths to a flame, driven by greed and the lust for power. You are warned about my law, and when you disobey, and you always disobey, you force my hand, bringing death upon yourselves. So you ask if I am the one killing your kind, and I say no, you kill yourselves. I am merely the means by which you do it. 2,000 years in your terms, but time is different down here. I count time in waves, generations, civilizations. You and your kind up above are number 322. You wish to be ageless, like me. In truth, time passes differently in here. It would take an eternity just to explain it to you. It is not my place to reveal that secret to you, Dovahkiin. But when they moved on from this world, I was left behind. You see, the energy that has sustained me all this time, it anchored me here. I could not leave this place if I wanted to. So I see. Now, state your purpose here. Speak plainly. What crimes has this self-proclaimed Jarl committed? I see you believe what you are saying. It seems my misgivings about your kind were justified. He and his subjects must all be purged. Now, while I commend your honesty, I am afraid you too must be punished, for my law must be upheld. Goodbye, Dovahkiin. Impossible.
Strange.
You must stop this from happening. What are you talking about? I've never... You're right. Is that some kind of sorcerer?
And here you are. Of course, to me, your memories are an open tome. To begin with, I know you have taken many lives in cold blood. And what's this? I see there is a helmet in your possession that does not belong to you. It's... You kill me? That is not possible. And yet, I see you speak the truth. You have come unstuck from your own time. Your presence here is unnatural. Well then, Dovahkiin, why have you returned with this grim trophy? Have you come simply to gloat of your foul deed? Do you comprehend what you are asking me to do? You are asking me to abandon millennia of work. The very thought of it grieves me. And yet, you have left me with no choice, have you? If I agree, I will destroy my life's work. But if I refuse, you will destroy me. Well played, Dovahkiin. You will have your wish. I will stop. From this point forward, your kind will be free to live how they choose, in whatever chaos and squalor they create for themselves. I will destroy this Ethereum to ensure your kind can never exploit it, and you may all return to the world of man, should you wish. But I warn you, Dovahkiin, making these changes will create a paradox in time. The events that brought you here will never have taken place. What will become of you is difficult to predict, but that is the risk you have taken by interfering with the past. Now, are you ready? Goodbye, Dovahkiin.
Started me there. Wait. I know you. You're... No, that can't be right. For a moment there I thought you were... You know, the one the statue was meant to honor.
Cassia! Oh, I completely forgot. I asked her to wait for me at the top of the lift and... I guess I got so tied up in this place that I lost track of time.
I'd better head back up and let her know I'm alright. Hey, do you want to come with me? We can chat along the way. Great. Follow me. Let's run back up, shall we? Don't want to keep my sister waiting any longer. So, you're probably wondering what I've been doing down here. I guess it's been, what, a few days? I'll be honest. I came down here looking for a haul I could unload on the next merchant I met. I
just wasn't expecting to find a thriving city, and the history of this place is amazing. Did you know that up until about 7 years ago, they had what they called the Dwarves' Law? Apparently there were inscriptions warning that if one person committed a crime, everyone else would pay for it. But they were all trapped in the city with no way out, so they lived in fear that someone would break the law and get them all killed. Then, one day, a strange woman appeared in the city out of nowhere. They say she just walked out of the lake house, like she owned the place, and she wore this spectacular dwarven armor. A lot like the armor you're wearing now, actually. And a few people saw her walk into this corridor, into a field of deadly radiation, like it was nothing, like it hadn't killed people before her. And then, the ground started shaking, and golden statues were collapsing, and inscriptions were crumbling all over the city, all at the same time. And the sun under the ground, which used to light up the entire cavern, bursts into flame and explodes. And strangest of all, the cavern roof opens up like the petals of a flower, and there's real sunlight for the first time in thousands of years. So of course, people start wondering, did she just walk down here and single-handedly dismantle whatever was keeping the Dwarves' Law going? Who was she? Was she still alive? So Bro, the local scholar, goes down into the quarry to take a look. But now the whole place is empty. But all the way at the bottom, sitting alone in the darkness, is a statue of the stranger. Oddest tale I ever heard.
Wait, are you wearing?
Atreus, there you are. Thank the gods you're all right. What kept you so long?
I know. Sorry, Cass. I lost track of time again. It's just that this city is so amazing. You have to come down with me and see it for yourself. I promise. It's perfectly safe.
Well, all right. But first, let me thank our friend. Thank you so much for bringing him back in one piece. I really thought I lost him. I can't thank you enough. Now, I promised you a reward. This is something I always carry with me, and it's become very dear to me. I'd like you to have it. Thanks again. My brother and I are in your debt. That armor what I think it is? Oh, you wouldn't believe what a difference it's made. Habik and I finally felt safe enough to have another son. His name's Malik and he's 6. He's just discovered his love for running. And fortunately, running isn't something Habik and I have to do anymore. We're safe here. I have no idea what you did to bring an end to the Dwarves' Law. But whatever it was, thank you so much. We'll never forget you.
Hey there. I've been great! I mean, my father was overthrown not long after that, when Ulrin discovered he was keeping Macy chained up in his locked room. Ulrin dragged him down to the city and executed him in front of everyone. Horrible business. But now, I'm free to wander Skyrim as I please. Of course, I don't, because it's just awful out there. Nords everywhere. I prefer it down here.
Have we met? Better, thank you. You know, all that time I was looking after Brandis, I remember him telling me about the ancient evil under the earth. I really thought he was mad, but I guess he was right after all. Well, I'm glad you were able to finish what he started, whatever you did down there. So, on behalf of Brandis and Leandris, thank you. I like to think their souls are at rest now.
What do you want? Better. Now that I know I'm not being watched anymore. Still, someone has to protect this place, and that someone is me. So you might have taken down some old dwarves or whatever. But if you start any trouble here, you're going to find yourself toe-to-toe with me.
Hey, I remember you. You're back. After all this time. So you are up. Hello there, young lady. You can't complain, my friend. You know, not long after they executed Metellus, turns out he was behind Macy's disappearance. They made me Jarl. It was a bit of a shock, to be honest. But I guess they wanted someone who wasn't at all like Metellus. Jarl Galvar. Still sounds strange to me. And I guess I have you to thank for it. If you hadn't freed us from the dwarves' laws, Ulrin could never have overthrown Metellus. So, thanks. I imagine you'll be moving on soon, but you'll always be welcome here. We even kept your chambers exactly as you left them.
Welcome back. You've been gone a long time. Well, let's see. That was 7 years ago? A lot has changed since then. For the better. I'm married to Gulvar now. Sorry, that's Jarl Gulvar. He still talks about you. And how he saw you come out of the old Jarl's lake house. You gave him a real fright, though he wouldn't have showed it. I know he'd be happy to see you again. You should go and say hello, if you haven't already.
it's you. I didn't think we'd ever see you again. Oh, so much better. And thank you for whatever you did down there under the city. You know what? I don't even want to know. Everyone's a bit more relaxed, including poor old Rikus. He and I are... well, we're seeing each other. Turns out, he's a beautiful man once you get to know him. You know, well, it's great to see you again. I know you'll be off on your next adventure soon. Still, you'll always be welcome here, my friend. Come back soon!
Hello there. Wait. Are you who I think you are? Much better, thanks. This place has really turned around. Miranda and I were finally able to have another son. He's probably around here, somewhere. And now that the city has opened up, we have a bit of trade. So the store is doing much better too. And if you really are who I think you are, then I have to thank you for it. So, thank you. You did a great thing. For all of us. See you again soon.
Oh, it's you. I didn't think we'd see you again. I'm getting older, I'm afraid, but Mara watches over me. Which reminds me, did I ever tell you about the light of the goddess Mara? Yes, of course, dear. Don't worry, I get that reaction a lot. Perhaps I'll see you later.
Oh, hello. Do you like my fancy new clothes? You mean, after the sky opened up, and the old Jarl died, and we got a new Jarl. Jarl Gulva is nice. He gave me a house and these new clothes. Bye-bye.
Hey, you look kind of familiar. Well, business has picked up now that we occasionally get visitors from the outside world, but nobody seems to want to buy my elixirs anymore. Until next time.
You've returned. How long has it been? 7 years. You're the one who brought about the end of the dwarves' law. Thank you. Wonderful, actually. Gaia and I are still researching this place, of course. But now we get to share our research with the outside world. But I must ask, what happened down there, under the city? What did you do? You convinced him, you say? Well, if it is as you say, you must be terrifyingly persuasive. I only wish I could have been there to see it. I can see that you have somewhere else to be. But perhaps one day, when you have the time, you'll let me record your story in my journal for posterity.
there. Better, thank you. You know, all that time I was looking after Brandis, I remember him telling me about the ancient evil under the earth.
Hey, it's been a long time between drinks. You really set the rumor mill spinning last time you were here. I've been great, especially after that pig Metellus got what was coming to him. Did you hear Elrin and Maisie left together not long afterwards? Can't say I blame them. If I were Maisie locked up in the Jarl's secret prison like that, I'd be wanting to get far away from here too. And Marius, that creepy Imperial, turned out to be a member of the Dark Brotherhood named Quintus. But he slithered away without causing any trouble. Other than that, we're all a little older and wiser. But you don't look like you've aged a day in the last 7 years. You must tell me your secret over a mug of fine moonshine one day. Come and visit me again anytime you like.
Yes? Oh, am I standing in your way? Oh, sorry.
Wait, aren't you? Yes, it is you. You came back after all this time. Oh, hello there. Great. Braun and I are still working together toward a better understanding of the dwarves. But personally, I think the greatest mystery in this place is you. I mean, you showed up 7 years ago out of the lake house and charged down into the tunnels like a knight in shining armor. Then the city transforms around us and you're just gone. So I have to ask, where have you been all this time? You're a time traveler? Incredible! I suppose that explains your sudden appearance as well. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I have to write all this down. Now, where did I leave my research note?
Hi there. Do I know you? Better. Mostly. Problem is, I know I can get skooma now, so I have to keep myself from heading up to the surface. But life's better in the Citadel without that old bastard Metellus. I get to make food for the whole city now, so nobody's going hungry anymore. Bye.
You're the one from the statue. I've been well, thank you very much. As a matter of fact, I went back to Solitude to rejoin the Imperial Legion not long after the city opened up. Believe it or not, I completed 3 tours of duty, but then I took an arrow to the... well, to cut a long story short, they made me retire. So I came back here. Best city in all of Skyrim, if you ask me, now that bloody dwarf's law is gone. You deserve a medal for what you did. But this'll have to do. Here, take this. A small token of my appreciation. You'll always be welcome here.
Yeah, is there something you want? So, you heard about that, did you? Well, I went back to Markarth for a bit, but there's no there for me. So I wound up back here. Still getting used to the new Jarl. But Gulver's an alright sort. Got everybody working now, which is fair. At least I get a good night's sleep.
What is it? Came here to gloat, did you? Well, go on. Look at me. Working the mines like a peasant. And did you hear Saphira left me at the first chance she got? Is that what you wanted to hear? Are you happy now? Get lost. You sicken me.
I'm a little busy, but what do you need?
You make me nervous when you do like that. I see that you have a copy of the book Thief of... Sure. Anything in particular you have in mind? Oh well, whatever. Tell me, what do you want? Not now. Maybe later. This is fun. You know, since you and I started to travel together, I've discovered something. I'm actually quite a good fighter. Don't you think so too? Good idea. Let's prepare for a moment and then you tell me when you are ready.
Mama, you're back! Hey, I got you something. Hope you like it.
Yes? Now this will be fun. I'm gonna break your tusks. Is that the best you can do? I'll kill you! You're a dangerous monster, aren't you? What's wrong with you? I'm not an enemy, you know. Is that a... Wouldn't it be nice to just talk a little, you and I? I'm sorry if I've been a bit off today, but I've slept so poorly. I had such a terrible nightmare, you see. I dreamt something similar back in Cyrodiil. Maybe you remember. I dreamt that we were in a fort with undead creatures, fighting for our lives. Just when I thought the battle was over, a huge new crowd arrived, and were all attacking you. I was stuck in a corner and I couldn't help you, and my magic was being drained, so I couldn't heal you. They just kept on attacking. I screamed and yelled to draw their attention, but they didn't notice. They just kept going for you. You were down on the floor, and I know they were going to kill you. Then I woke up, and I was crying. I cried my pillow all wet, unable to stop. The dream wasn't real, you see. I really thought you were dead. That I had lost you for good. And that made me realize something. It made me realize how much you mean to me. Go on. Right, I understand. Yeah, let's go and kill something. In fact, I really feel like killing someone right now. So, where are we going now?
Take pity, lady, and spare me a